Hello, and welcome back to another episode. I am GlitchedGemini, and we are continuing on with our Let's Play of Pokémon Legends ZA Mega Dimension. We are right outside here, the next main mission for the DLC here, right outside the Lumiose Museum. So let's head on in and see what we are going to go and meet everyone here for, to go see. Korrina wanted to see something here. One look into the Lumiose Museum, and you can tell it's remarkable. If buildings were Pokemon trainers, this one would be a champion for sure. I've never had a chance to visit, even with how close it is to Hotel Richissime. I'll be our tour guide, as long as you two don't mind. That I know nothing of. Oh my god. I'll be our tour guide, as long as you two don't mind that I know nothing about art. By all means. Then let's begin with that painting over there. Lead the way, Miss Korrina. Take a tour through the Lumiose Museum. What a fantastical looking city. Does such a place really exist? It sure does. The gym leader there is pretty mystifying herself. That tree in the painting's supposed to be 1500 years old. Maybe AZ watched it grow up. I bet you're right. I'm sure his long years of wandering took him to all kinds of places. I would quite like to see this 1500-year-old tree. It's ours for the seeing. People can go practically anywhere as long as they've got Pokemon. My dear Mama once told me the same thing. She said it's part of what makes a trainer's partnership with their Pokemon so amazing. I've gone all over the place with Lucario and the rest of my team, and I think your mom's spot on. Okay, let's see what's upstairs. This should be the Hisui stuff. Unless they changed some things, I'm not sure. Well, this is a hologram of Lumiose. One truly appreciates the scale of Lumiose City when seeing it laid out like this. Hotel Richissime and this museum would be... over there, right? Indeed. They're a fairly long way away from Hotel Z, with many people filling the city between them. Yeah, this city's sheer charm draws all kinds of people here. Though Lumiose can also be a disaster magnet. That big power outage, the tower running wild, and now there's Hyperspace Lumiose too. That's true. As much as I hope to find that fine legendary Pokemon in hyperspace, the idea that Hyperspace Lumiose could merge with Lumiose is troubling. It'll be okay. Yeah, that's why we're doing all this survey work, to make sure things turn out okay. Plus, we're gonna find what's causing all this rogue mega evolution and stop it. We won't let those poor Pokemon keep suffering. Indeed. I'll make donuts diligently to support you. If it's alright, is it alright if we go and see what's on display over there? You bet. The Hisui part. It's remarkable that people from the olden days used handmade Pokeballs to catch Pokemon. They sure had it rough. Thank goodness we can mass produce them now. like at the Pokeball factory here in Kalos. Getting interested in catching some Pokemon for yourself, Ansha? Seems more like you're Hoopa's friend than its trainer, but I bet you do a great job. I'm not quite sure I'm up to the challenge of becoming a Pokemon trainer, especially considering the examples I'd have to live up to, such as my dear mighty mama. Being a Pokemon trainer doesn't mean you have to try to be the strongest one, you know. Although, I'm curious how it would feel to reach rank A in the ZA Royale. Anything to share? I guess we were too busy not to notice. Makes sense. You were doing it so you could stop the tower from wrecking the city, after all. Well, Ansha, if you change your mind about becoming a Pokemon trainer, let us know. I'll put you through the ring, my special coaching process. You're very kind. I'll consider it. So I wonder who her mom is then, if she's saying she's a powerful Pokemon trainer. Shall we move on to the next exhibit? Shall we ever? Dialga and Palkia. Nope, the painting. It's the temple. Yep, this is the Temple of Sinnoh. They say some legendary Pokemon appeared here. What if we found a section of Hyperspace Lumiose resembling this temple? Do you think the fine legendary Pokemon I'm looking for would be there? Hard to say. Maybe. If the Pokemon you're after had something to do with this temple, that is. That would make sense. Hey, don't forget, you've already got a spectacular Pokemon in Hoopa right there. Maybe it seems like no big deal since you're together all the time, but that one's special. How did you meet Hoopa anyway? I happened upon Hoopa. Oh, I suppose it was about 6 months ago now. The poor thing looked much worse for wear. It seemed to have just lost a battle with a mighty Pokemon it played a prank on. But I fed Hoopa a fresh baked donut and it perked up straight away. It's stuck by my side ever since and helped me visit hyperspace as well. Whoa, so your donuts were so tasty that they unlocked Hoopa's inner power? I guess people and Pokemon meet for a reason, even if we're not their trainers. Okay, my turn to pick an exhibit. Follow me. Wait, Miss Korrina? Looks like they went downstairs. Lucario. And I think this is her hometown. Check out this painting, Ansha. What is this place? It's called the Tower of Mastery. I trained there for ages. Did you always know you wanted to be a Pokemon trainer, Miss Korrina? Not exactly. When I was a kid, my parents were super busy. Kinda like yours, Ansha. I hung out with my grandpa a lot, and naturally started to follow in his footsteps. That's how I ended up becoming a trainer. Is our conversation about whether you want to be a trainer weighing on you? I suppose so. It's mostly to do with my dear mama. I look up to her very much, so I'd love to be able to gift her with that fine Pokemon. But if I become a trainer, I worry I'd never live up to the standards she set. Maybe, maybe not. I bet as long as you do what you really want, she'll be happy for you. That's what my grandpa wanted for me anyway. Although he does sometimes sigh and ask what happened to the quiet little kid I used to be. Goodness. Either way, you're already amazing, Ansha. Even if you aren't a trainer, you've befriended a Pokemon like Hoopa. That's really something. Anyway, I think I'm all museumed out. Should we head out to the Blue District and visit Cafe Soleil? Yes, please. Okay. And we're going all the way to the other side of Lumiose. Welcome. May I help you? So this is Cafe Soleil. What a lovely looking place. I'll order for us. Go ahead and grab a seat. Do you take your coffee with sugar, Ansha? I'll try without. That's how my dear mama takes hers. This is the flavor Mama loves so much. I may need to wait and approach it again when I'm a bit more grown up. Your Soleil blend is looking really good to me. Trade you for my moo milk tea. If you don't mind that I've already taken a sip. Deal. Let me guess, Hoopa. You're thinking you'd rather have one of Ansha's donuts than this stuff. You get an amazing boost of power whenever you eat one of Ansha's donuts, right? But even so, you took a licking from some amazing Pokemon before Ansha found you. And then you went and took Ansha into hyperspace with you. I guess I'm just now realizing how glad we should be that she came back unharmed. We wouldn't be able to do any of our survey work in Hyperspace Lumiose without you too. So if things get rough, ask us for help. We gotta take care of you. Let's keep up the good work, for all of Lumiose's sake. When you think about it, what Ansha's doing here is way more impressive than just being a trainer, right? It definitely is impressive. Thank you for saying so. Looking back, it was reckless of me to dive headlong into Hyperspace Lumiose. But when Hoopa pried open that distortion, I simply couldn't fight my curiosity. Yeah, that's human nature. Who wouldn't try to peek through and see what's going on the other side? You'd do the same, right? I'd totally peek. I knew it. Wow, I lost track of time chatting. I bet we'll hear from Kerbo pretty soon, huh? Most likely. As much as I hate for our fun to end, we'd better return to Hotel Z. Okay, we'll do the fast travel back, and I'm sure as soon as we get back there, we'll hear from Kerbo. The gang's all back. How was playing tourist for a change? Oh, it was lovely. What a luxurious way to pass the time. Lucky you. Wish I could have tagged along. You can visit the museum and go to cafes literally anytime you want. You just don't get it, Naveen. I guess we've got more important things to talk about. Indeed. Well done not derailing the conversation. We have something for you, Ansha. Whatever could it be? Why, look at my apron. It's emblazoned with our logo. Just a little something we whipped up while you were out on the town. We? Welcome to Team MZ, Ansha. Thank you, thank you. I'm so pleased to be matching with everyone at last. How come only Ansha gets a logo? Can't you sew one onto my outfit too? The Megastones all over your clothes don't leave much space to work with, Korrina. Oh, true. These Megastones are symbols of my bonds with my Pokemon. I'd never take them off. Logo or no, Korrina, you're part of Team MZ too. Oh, someone's here? Wait, did you all hear that? Sounded like it came from the strategy meeting room. Let's go see what it is. Go and check that room. No one seems to be here. Guess we've got ghosts. Please don't start. What's wrong? Getting flashbacks? Oh. What is it? It's a gulpin. Ah! This gulpin must have come from Hyperspace Lumiose, right? Yeah, I know Emma's been dealing with cases where Pokemon mysteriously appear, and I think this gulpin probably turned up the same way. Yeesh. I bet Pokemon will pop up like this all over the city if we don't take care of things. What shall we do about our gulpin guest? I wonder if the tasty smell of Chef Anya's donuts lured it here. I suppose it could just live here, couldn't it? AZ let Pokemon stay here after all, and I'm willing to forget the scare if it gave me. Hello again, helpful squad. Sorry for the holdup. We've gone over the data from your missions, and we've learned something big. I need our Rogue Mega Evolution Task Force over here pronto, all three of you. Wow, you're a task force now? You gonna go, Urbane? Obviously. Lita, Naveen, can you two hold down the fort and look after Ansha? We definitely owe Corbeau an in-person visit after all the data crunching he's done. Let's go. Alright, let's head over there to the Rust Syndicate HQ. Let's see what they have for us this time. Yeah, we don't have any survey stuff unlocked yet. So it should pop up after this meeting. There you are. Let's skip the how-do-dos. That distortion above what used to be Prism Tower continues to confound us. Yes, we know that one's there. It's a big one. All this research, and we're still in the dark about that massive whatever it is. You've got a lot on your plate. Maybe. But it's not all bad news. After poring over all this data, we've come up with a theory about Hyperspace Lumiose itself. We think Hyperspace Lumiose is sort of a big melange of a subconscious thought. I don't think I get it. It's a little difficult for me to even explain, truth be told. Felipe, fill him in. Well, to elaborate on the boss's summary, the degree to which Hyperspace Lumiose resembles parts of our city made us suspicious. So, we went looking through your survey data to see if we could find a cause for the resemblance. We've come to suspect that it's not Lumiose itself being reflected per se, but rather memories of it. In other words, the subconscious. Thanks for the crash course, Felipe. We're not through the analyzing yet. Who knows? Maybe it's a reflection of the subconscious of people and Pokemon. There's a lot more we need to learn, which means you've got a lot more surveying to do. In Hyperspace Lumiose, if Hyperspace Lumiose keeps expanding at this rate, there's no telling what havoc might occur. We've got this. Good, because Team MZ is pretty much all we can count on. But don't get overconfident. It's still tough in there. Use XP candies to find in hyperspace to beef up your Pokemon if you need to. Yeah, our Pokemon don't seem to get XP experience points from defeating Pokemon in Hyperspace Lumiose, so that'll definitely help. Thanks, Kerbo. Guess we better order up some more donuts from Chef Ansha. These ought to be of some help in your research. Some more Ultra Balls. Okay. Seems like every time we talk to him, he just gives us Ultra Balls. Good luck out there. Okay, so we need 15,000 survey points. Now, are there any other side missions? There is one, so why don't we go do that? And then maybe we'll try doing one more of the side missions that we had started. But let's see what happens with this one for now. More! I need even more heat! Restaurant Leia will be stuck at 2 stars forever if we can't get more firepower. That's why I've thought of the perfect way to get us that 3rd star. Some serious heat! You look puzzled, my friend. Allow me to explain. We're going to offer the spiciest dishes made for spice lovers by a true spice lover. It's gonna be a spice fiesta. But your everyday spice dishes aren't going to impress the most intense of heat seekers. So, I'm going to need a special assistant to make this event a success. Please, you've just gotta bring me the Pokemon known as Scovillain. If I can get Scovillain to use its spicy extract move on my dishes, we'll be able to produce the kind of heat that discerning spice maniacs all seek. Please, can you bring me a Scovillain that knows the move Spicy Extract? Okay, so we have to be on the lookout for a Scovillain. So with that, let's try and do... not that one. The far-fetched ambush. Wait, is there another? Hold on. There is another side mission up there. Okay. Let's do that. And then if there's still time, we'll do the, we'll try the far-fetched mission once or twice. See how far we get. I did put a couple different moves on there. The far-fetched. Haven't found another alpha yet, but it's okay. There's a rumor going around amongst us couriers. You know the Dormez Bien cemetery? I've heard one of the gravestones moves around at night. What's even weirder? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. What's even weirder is that my courier friends say it only happens under certain conditions. 1. It has to be nighttime. 2. You can only have one Pokemon with you. 3. You have to enter the cemetery from the northern gate. 4. You have to say these magic words in your head. Solitary solo cemeteries are sorta scary. Could you see if the rumor is true? I'm too scared to try it for myself. Okay, yeah, we can definitely go do that. Let's see what happens. Where is the cemetery? Okay, it's this one here. From the north entrance, I'm assuming it's this one here. I'm assuming. Alright, let's get rid of everybody but Feraligatr. I'm assuming this is the north entrance. How did the magic words begin? Solitary. After that, solo. Cemeteries are sorta scary. It's probably like a Greavard or a Houndstone. Probably a Houndstone. Yep, Houndstone. Whoa, 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 whoa. Can I not catch him? No, I guess you can only defeat them. Damn. Okay. Really? I'm on my way right now. Thanks for Oh my god. Thanks for investigating the rumor. So, there was no moving gravestone, huh? Just a Houndstone and some Greavard. Well, glad to know that's all there was to it. Wait. Where the heck did the Greavard and Houndstone come from? And to be surrounded by Greavard and Houndstone in a solitary cemetery at night? Sounds sorta scary. Oh my god. Okay. And I think that was it then for our side quests. Oh no, there's one more there. But we can pick that up at the beginning. Yeah, we're at our 30-minute mark here. We'll do this side quest at the beginning of the next episode, and then I'll in between I'll go and I'll farm up our survey points here, and so we can go and make donuts and go and see what our next Rogue Mega Evolution Pokemon will be. So yeah, we need 15,000 hyperspace survey points. So yeah, we'll do that. That's the plan for the next episode. So I hope that you've been enjoying the journey in Pokemon Legends ZA Mega Dimension up to this point. Thank you for staying to the end of the video with me. If you liked what you've seen so far, you can show your support by subscribing to the channel and leaving a like on the video. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Until next time.